welcome back to FTB Infinity. I'm CZSurvivor, and today we're going to be continuing with Botania and looking to create a portal to Alfheim. So yeah, unfortunately we haven't got Screen Blast again. Fingers crossed we should have him by Wednesday, because we're not in on Monday, not at college, nice and convenient, things have just happened, so fingers crossed we should have a video together. But all that means is I can do more work on Botania. So, what we're going to be doing today is creating a portal to Alfheim, which is this. And basically, summarise everything. You can't send living beings through the portal, it's too weak, but you can send items through. Now, this is what we've got to create. Now, as you may or may not be able to tell, I have actually already placed one of the items. I think that's right. Well, two of the items. And that would be the mana pools to start stockpiling some of the mana. Now I've also got 10, 11, something like that, ingots worth of Terra Steel. So let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, we've got 18 ingots of Terra Steel. Still working on crafting the rest. So we need to create a few items. So let's go back. What is it that we need? 8 living wood, 3 glimmering wood, and 1 elven gateway core, 2 mana pools, and 2 natura pylons. So let's go with the pylons first. I can't spell at all. P-L-P-Y. So a natura pylon requires a mana pylon, and a mana pylon's crafted like that. And I need some more iron. Right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get all the resources needed to craft everything, and then I'll be back and we'll craft everything all in one go. Right, so let's craft everything. Gateway core first. The elven gateway core. So it's 3 Terra Steel nuggets and 6 living wood. One of them. Then we need some I think it's one of them and one of them. Glimmering wood. We need 3 of them. I need that living wood back. And now we need the pylons. I don't know why I can't spell pylon. That time before. 1, 2. And then we combine them with that to create ourselves some natura pylons. So let's throw you lot down here, get you off the hotbar. Let's craft this. I've got an idea to create this, make this bit look nice and fancy. We'll get working on that in a sec. So we want that there, that there, we'll put you there. Cow, I really need to deal with sorting out these cows, but hey, for now we'll just deal with them. Good old fashioned way, put you away, grab you. Oops. Terrible placing there. Get that and that. And then the natura pylons here. And structure is complete. So I can't remember how much mana we need to open this portal. I suppose it's saying here. It's like exceptionally more mana to keep it open than to close it, so I'm just going to let the mana run for a second. One thing I actually want to talk about, I changed the setup down here. Since we don't have, well, we soon will have the ability to make stronger mana spreaders, I've got these weak ones here, so each mana spreader goes to 1 Borealis, but I have to have everything on a kind of timed loop. And I've also set up another thing, so without edit food to mana. Bit odd, it should be okay. But anywho, so it's checking the bottom and it's checking if this redstone signal is greater than 1. If it's greater than 1, we have plenty of toast in reserve. If there's no toast left, we don't want it to run because we still need power for that machine over there, basically. So I've got a little loop. It only loops 4 times before waiting a while because these Gimorialities with these mana spreaders get backlogged. So that's why that. Now I'm just gonna have a look, see why this thing's actually crashing, and I'll be back. Right, so I don't know why the thing crashed. It looks like it's got enough. It's got sleeps at the end of every loop. So yeah, I don't know. Let's kick this thing on and see whether it'll work. Now, how much mana did that use? That used a considerable amount of mana, but in the Lexicon Botania it says it uses a considerably much more power to turn on the portal than to keep it running. So I'm guessing we just keep it running for now. It looks like it might be filling up ever so slightly, but that looks like it's working. So now that we have the portal to Alfheim, the very first thing to do is you toss your weak in there. Get a weak back, but it's got 2 schools of knowledge, elven knowledge, so we'll open it up. Ooh, nice and fancy. The elven guard greetings, we've noticed that portal, yada yada yada. Bunch of stuff, them saying the civilization's more advanced, but there's resources that are limited and they'd like to exchange resources. If you give us certain resources, we'll give you some back. If you give us resources that we don't want, we won't that we don't have an exchange for, we'll take it as a gift. Basically saying, if you throw, let's say, a block of steel in there, we'll just take the block of steel, won't give you anything back. So it can act like a trash can, this portal. That's the lore anyway. So yeah. So, we've got all these new things we can do. We've got resources and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to have a look and decide what I want to do next. Also, actually, there is one big thing that's opened up, some new generating flora. Right, 1 second, what's it? Right, so that flower that I was looking for, a bit confused and not sure about how it functions. I'll have to spend a bit more time reading. But this is the flower that I really like. The Kekimurus. Basically, its cake reduces mana. It's quite a nice one, and I also like how it takes a rule of gluttony to function. Yeah. So I might set up a system to use Kekimurus. There's also some other cool flowers, like this flower will, from what I'm reading, will eat, when your passive flowers die and turn into dead bushes, it will produce mana from them, I think, if I'm reading it right. And the Spectorius, basically dropping all the colours of wool, it produces a ton of mana, but setting hollow, harvesting all difficult of wool isn't easy to plant. So, let me have a think about what we're going to do, because this has unlocked a bunch of stuff, to be honest. There's loads of new stuff. There's new functioning flora. We haven't actually even touched any functioning flora yet. Brews, mystical items, ending artifacts. But yeah, there's stuff from the end we need to acquire. Well, anywho, back in a sec. Right, so what I think we're going to work towards is the Ritual of Gaia 2. Now, first you have to do the Ritual of Gaia 1. So yeah, Ritual Guide 2, it's basically more difficult, but gives you a much greater return on resources and much cooler stuff. So this needs a beacon, Gaia pylons, and a bunch of other stuff. But before we do that, we've got some new things to create. Elementium, pixie dust. But yeah, so what I first want to do is actually create some new armor. I should have enough. Ooh, I won't have enough. We need Terra Steel. Can't make the new armor because I don't have enough. Because Terra Steel armor is the most powerful, I do believe. It from what I've tested. So yeah, these are the new resources of Alfheim. You can throw in living wood to get dream wood. You can then use that to create stuff. You can create Elementium, which is 2 mana steel. Pixie dust, which is an mana pearl. Dragonstone, which is a mana diamond. And elven quartz, elf glass. So yeah, I'm not sure what we do. do first. I think we'll start off by creating the Kekimurus. So what is it that we need? We need a rune of gluttony, pixie dust, and some petals. So let's create the pixie dust first. We need a mana pearl. I'm just gonna get some stuff out of here as well. Mana pearl. I actually want some of this for other stuff. Do I? No, I only need one pearl and 1, 2. Right, I'm gonna actually go gather all the resources. Right, so I think I have everything that I need. So let's give this a shot. Put you away. And this should create us fire. Next of all, we need a rune of earth, which is 3 mana, mushroom, and coalstone. So stone, mana, coal, and mushroom. I think we have plenty of mana. No, we do not have plenty of mana. I'm guessing it's all going to this. Is the thing. Right, so that's set up. So let's throw down a living stone. So, oh, don't be doing that stupid glitch. Stone, that. Start creating the earth rune, and then we need the water, earth, 2 snow, and wool. You know what? Let's just put 2 of them away as well. Water. Should be good. That's ready. Drop one of you. And let's create this room. So one of you. One of you. Stop pulling the wrong ones down. Is it 1 wool or 2 wool? 1 wool. Oops, my mistake. Now we can start creating ourselves the winter room. So let's toss away everything we don't need. You and you. I like to keep my inventory nice and tidy. We have it. Oh, that's done. Stupid cow. And it's a winter, fire, winter, and 2 mana diamonds to create ourselves a rune of gust. Now we also need to throw a mana pearl in here to get us some pixie dust. And I think that is everything. Oh, I need a seed. One thing I forgot, just the seed, so we can make the Kekimurus. I really want to know how those are pronounced. It's really intriguing me how some of these plants are pronounced. But anywho, so we got that. Let's toss this little rock down on here. And let's give this a go. So, pixie dust, rune of gluttony. Oh, it's good that it gives you 2 runes at the same time. No? What's wrong? Orange, orange. Oh, it's 2 mystical brown. Okay. Oh, give me the mystical brown. I don't want the regular brown. Thank you. After school stride. I don't know what that achievement is meaning, to be honest. But hey, we've got the Kekimurus. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just leave it at that. Right, so what we're going to do now is actually do some work with sparks. Between this episode and next, I'll also create a system to automatically produce cake. Probably next episode is what we'll work on that. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Next episode we'll work on that. I'm just getting a few more of these. Now, what we need to talk about is spark augments. Now, there's 2 spark augments what I'm going to be using. There is the dominant spark, which will pull mana from any pool with a spark that has no augments on it. Then you have the recessive spark augment, which you put it on a spark of mana pool, and it'll throw away all its mana as fast as possible to any mana pool that has a spark on it with no augments. So this is how we're going to work with this. What I need is a recessive Do what? Easy if we type spark in. So we need a few dominant and a few recessive. Now they're creating with pixie dust, which is pretty nice. That's recessive. Okay. So I'm going to work out how many I need, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do. Right, so I've got everything that I need. I've started to drain all the mana pools that aren't necessary, I think. So I'm going to create about 4 dominants and 1 recessive for now. That's what I'm planning. I went and got a bunch of sparks. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to put a spark on here. We're also going to go up here and we're going to put a spark on here. We're going to steal that spark. Now we're going to put a dominant in this. Actually, we're going to put a spark. Cow, get out of the way. Spark there. We're going to put a dominant in here. We're going to put a spark here. We click on here. Now give it a second, and that spark will actually raise above that mana pylon. There. We're going to give this a dominant and this a dominant, and we're going to come down here and give this one a recessive. Now if I turn this, actually, do I want to do that now I think about it? I probably actually don't want this as a regular one up here. Actually, where is my that? So I want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of that. I'll have to put some dirt there. Get these flowers, I'm going to move them. And what we're going to do is actually create a pool reservoir down here. I think the pool reservoir will go here. Unfortunately, we do not have enough sparks or pools. So what should happen is this: all the mana spreaders fire into here. Because this is recessive, it feeds into all non-augmented sparks. So that would be these 3. These 3 would fill up with mana, and they've got no augments. Now up here we have dominant ones. And you know what? I should actually turn this back on. Don't want to edit. There we go. Into mana, get that kicking off, so we can see this in action. See? Oh, is that missing? Oh yes. I do need to rebind there because I had something slightly different set up. Doesn't matter. So what should be happening is these are all connected. That should all flow into here, which is then getting kicked into these pools. Then these pools are throwing the mana up to these things. So this, this, and this. Currently I'm going to keep the Runic Altar on the mana spreader and up to here when it's needed. So down here, these act like a battery of storing mana, which is pretty cool, what I think. I'll tidy up and make it a bit more pretty. So we don't need you, so bind, fire that, bind, fire at that, just empty them out the best we can. Cow, leave me alone, please. Just think about something. How much space do we have down here? No, I couldn't do that. I was thinking about putting 2 mana spreaders on each Gomorialis, but no, that's not going to work. So everything should be functioning. These should start to fill up, which is pretty nice. We've got enough mana in there. So this is my constructed pool. It allows me to... It's for my basic things, you know, like transmutation, the things that you usually throw into a pool. So yeah, I think this is good. Right, so I've added a few temporary flowers down here. I'll create another Kekimurus off camera, I think, maybe. Anywho, so I'm just going to light up these entrepinions. So we've got to finish the episode though, but first I want to actually see how the Kekimurus functions. So let's put it down. Let's see. So you take bites. That seems like it's going to... Oh, that's a lot of mana actually. Let's remember the mana spirit I have to store. That's going to produce a lot of mana. Now the question is, does the Kekimurus continue to consume cake, even though it can't, is the question. Enriching nutrients of a cake. Yeah, well, let's give it a go. Let's see if the Kekimurus will overfill here. So whilst that's doing that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, hit that like button. Got any comments, questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll answer if possible. New channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Stay well, and Survivor out.